talk about dating. Have you ever dated a Korean girl?
Sure. I've been in Korea like, what, 7.5 years now?
Wow, that's a long time.
Although I find it funny that every time I tell Koreans, like, I've had more than one girlfriend, they're like, you're a player. I'm like, it's 7 years. Give me a break, right? There is that. So yeah, I've dated a few. To answer your question in longer form.
Koreans, right? Traditional Koreans?
I've definitely dated traditional Koreans. So like,
you've been here 7.5 years.
Sure.
How long did it take for you to ask a Korean girl out? I mean, when you first arrived here, I don't assume the first thing you said was, let's go out.
Oh, yeah, because when I first arrived here, I was not at all interested in Korean girls. I did not come here for that reason. I came here and it kind of, it was just a night out of drinking and no one once that I, at some point in the night, kissed a Korean girl.
What?
Yeah, that's a longer story.
Ooh.
That's a longer story. And so before, I don't even know, before that day, I'm not even sure I was interested, or before that, not even that day per se, but a couple weeks before I wasn't at all interested. So it was about a month and a half, 2 months in, and I didn't go on a date until 3-4 months in. So I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate now.
That's a short time. I assume that I haven't approached a Korean girl for 2 years.
No, I mean I'm still a guy that
That's
wanted to
fast.
date.
Okay.
I still wanted to date people, just because.
Oh, so you're telling me your first girlfriend in Korea was a Korean?
We never made it to girlfriend stage. We didn't make it past like 3 dates. My first, I have not. I'm trying to think. I don't even think I've dated a non-Korean since I've come to Korea.
Just answer me this.
Sure.
You dated more than 5 Korean girls or less than 5 Korean girls over the 7 years?
Dated or made it to boyfriend status?
Let's say boyfriend status.
No.
Thank God. No, ladies and gentlemen, Alex is not a player. 7 years and how many? If you can refuse. You don't have
Four. 3 of them were relatively short, and the 4th one was relatively long.
No, that's actually very regular rhythm.
Yeah, I thought that's
not a player.
It sounds bad. Like I've dated 4 Korean girls. That sounds bad. Like I've been here 7.5 years.
Because I think the Korean girls that say that assume that you also date a lot of foreigners at the same time. So back to my question again. So you dated foreigners too?
No, I haven't.
Just Korean girls since you came here.
Since I came here, I made an effort to not be in, let's say, foreigner communities. And so especially the girls, foreigner girls, there's different types of foreigner girls as well, but a lot of them do stay in that Itaewon area. And I
want to branch out a little, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to learn Korean. I wanted to get out and do, like, I actually personally like the drinking style of like a makgeolli place. And so I didn't gravitate towards
Itaewon. Did you go to a lot of makgeolli places with Korean girlfriends?
No.
Well, I have a question here. I mean,
I have an answer here.
When you first came here, your Korean was not that good. I know you speak really good Korean now.
Yeah.
But like, so how did the dating work? Like,
So what the first date was? We put the phones on the table.
I love you, and then she says, I love you.
No,
too.
it was funnier. It was we put the phones on the table, and she spoke no English either. So we put the phones on the table, and we would just be like, 학생.
Oh, that's so precious. That's like Lost in Translation, the movie, real thing, huh?
Yeah, it was cool. I missed dating when it was a struggle to communicate, because it's more fun that way. It's harder to get deeper in the relationship.
Yeah, so real talk, I have a question there. I mean, if you do that way, you never get into, like, because I speak from experience too, but actually I dated a Japanese girl, and then...
Did she speak Korean or English?
She spoke Korean, but less fluently than you speak Korean. And then the whole problem was communication. After our dates and stuff, like, it's so hard to get a thorough understanding of her perspective and stuff.
Yeah, that only takes you so far. You can work through that and then body language for a little bit, and then after 3 months, you get kind of, it's frustrating that you can't go deeper in conversation, and that's why most of my dating and girlfriends didn't last past 3 months.
But you did have a long relationship though, right?
Perfect English.
That makes sense.
And that was about the time that I got better from the beginning to the end of it. I got good enough by the end of it that, although I didn't with her, I can now have those deeper conversations. So that's less of a barrier.
So the relationship dynamics are a little different from, where you came from, right? From the States and Korea, right?
Yeah. I mean, what part? What part? Every part, right?
No, like just I don't know because for me, I'm not in your perspective, so I really can't say how you feel about the difference. Though, give me one example of difference, though. Like for me, I think when I first did the States, actually, like that whole concept of going out was weird.
Going out to like restaurants or?
No, let's go out.
Like going out is the stage that means we're now exclusive before boyfriend girlfriend, or it might you're still going out when you call yourself boyfriend and girlfriend. But
Okay.
Going out, and we're just going out, you know.
I think Koreans, before that, we don't have that preliminary stage. It's just like we're
I hate that.
strangers
Oh, I hate
until we
that.
say we're boyfriends and girlfriends.
No, I hate that. I can't. That happened recently this summer, where it's just like date 3. It's like, so I'm kind of sad that you haven't asked me to be your boyfriend. I'm like, it's been 3 dates, and I tried to go through the whole thing. Like, look, it's not.
Wait,
it's
did
not
you say boyfriend?
boyfriend and girlfriend?
Okay.
Did I?
Okay. You said boyfriend.
But it was like
I'll not get into that.
it was a girl.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And she was crying. I'm like, I just can't. This is not what I do. I do. And so like,
we're more explicit about that.
And so
I'm a Korean, by the way.
I've had to like readjust my dating strategy. It's like, so if I want a 4th date, because I'm not ready to like know if I'm want to be their boyfriend at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I've said yes to get 3 more dates out of it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards it's like, yeah, nah, so it's like I've had actually like 1 or 2 more girlfriends, but because of that weird situation, I don't count that as a girlfriend because it's not in English.
Did you like Korean nicknames though?
Like what, Chagyeo?
Chagy's not a nickname. That's just baby.
Like what?
Like, you know, in Americans, don't you do that? Like, hey,
Baby.
my bunny, little bunny cushy.
Oh, I would hate that. I would hate that.
Hey, little cutie. And so, you know, like, I'm sure, like, your
That's a
girlfriend.
That's a longer discussion later.
That's a longer discussion later.
Let's just say dating internationally is fun. And I enjoyed that part more than I would say it's like I have to date a Korean.
Okay. Let's talk about Viagra in the Blue House. Did you see the news?
Just jumping straight in.
Aren't we?
Yes, there's Viagra in the Blue House.
Viagra in the Blue House. You know, because, okay, so this is what happened, you know, like, prosecutors did a search of the Blue House.
Right.
And then they found out that the Blue House have Viagra in their facilities.
Does that basically mean it was found in the bedroom? Like,
no, I don't think they were that specific about it.
It's not gonna we found it in like the kitchen drawers. You're like, what?
I think the prosecutors themselves didn't say. I think they leaked it to the media though. But and then it came out, and then Blue House practically confirmed it by the spokesperson saying, nope, the Viagra, yes, we bought it, but we bought it for high altitude disease because we were going to go to Africa, and
Can't we get like other medicine for high altitude disease that doesn't turn you on?
Yeah, I think one of the stories actually asked the maker of the high altitude disease and said, no, we have a separate medicine for that. So Viagra is not the first prescription you get when you have high altitude disease. Hey, but that being said, there's an interesting thing though. You know that, Viagra, like our penile organ and our lungs are so similar that actually if you eat Viagra, it helps put oxygen.
Well, probably the way that blood it opens up your blood vessels to get more oxygen.
So it says there is some of that.
So I get it why the prosecution would do it. I don't really care. Like whatever happens.
I think they found 364 pills. I'm not sure, but it was more than 300. There were 300 Viagras.
Wow.
So that could be either two things. Either someone actively needs it, or they were trying to cure high altitude disease because no one buys in that bulk.
What is people's obsession with leaders of countries having sex? Who cares?
Whoa. No. We're not talking about leaders about sex. We're talking about Blue House spending taxpayer money.
I didn't say the leader.
Okay.
It could have been any leader.
Mm-hmm.
So?
No, but don't you think, let's say they didn't use it for a high altitude purpose, don't you think they should use their own money and buy it? But why would it be found in a government compound?
I know it's interesting that the U.S., they make their presidents buy a lot of their own personal products, their own personal, and honestly, I think that's weird. This is like the leader of your country. Let them, buy their toothpaste, buy their Viagra. As long as you're not buying like legitimate illegal drugs per se, you're not buying them like cocaine.
No, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what side you're taking, but I think Viagra and those kind of stuff, you have to pay your own money to buy. You don't use government funding for those things. And then I mean,
So if she wants, if a leader of a country, she wants a Snickers bar, she has to use her own money.
well, if it's just for herself, yeah. But if it's just for like during like trips and every team needs some snack on the way, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. I don't see a big. I bet she bought, some sort of amphetamine or not.
Yeah,
She
let me
bought
ask
some like
you-
Advil for her head, and we probably bought it on.
U.S. president's salary is like 400,000. Is it 400,000?
Right.
So Korean, let's say it's a little less than that. Even then, you can buy your own sneakers.
Well, interestingly, with the U.S. situation, you have to pay for your own staff at the White House with that 400,000.
Oh,
There's like
that's
something weird like
interesting.
that. Like it's not. The Clintons have claimed that after their presidency they were poor, and obviously they have a lot more money outside of just their income that they probably had, their hands on other honeypots. But it is possible that you can lose money by being president of the United States temporarily. I'm sure you get speaking engagements and stuff like that.
And come on, the principle there is to serve the country, so you're not there for the money anyway. So
that's it.
You know what I mean?
Someone else.